Either parts of your body or maybe all of your belongings. Either or. By a round of applause, please. Wow. Who carved you all here? What a weird room of carcasses. This is beautiful. I'm inspired by all you veggies. So I moved, and whenever you move, you get really angry at yourself for collecting and possessing so many things. Like, I don't need this, but I'm afraid to throw it out because I might need it. You know, you find boxes that you haven't opened since the last time you moved, and you're like, yeah, but this time, whatever the fuck is in that box is coming into play. And so you keep it, so you move the box, and you just start to slowly drag shit with you everywhere you go. But when you move, you also get to reflect on the high times and the low times of whatever house you're abandoning quickly and hoping to like scrub down all the incriminating evidence of. And you say, wouldn't it be great if this time, just this once, I got my security deposit back? The place is still secure, okay? There's no rats in the walls that I know of, and I've kicked a few holes to check. The place is secure. And something really, really special happened in this last days, guys. A pipe burst in February during the cold season, and I live in a basement. And so when you live in a basement and a pipe bursts, that means that a pipe bursts in your home, which I'm just going to dwell on for some of you who might have lived in places with multiple levels, and you're like, oh, let's just retreat up to the upstairs. But instead, you walk home, and there's like an inch or two of standing water everywhere in your home. And an inch or two of water doesn't sound like a lot of water until it's in your home. This probably means that everything that is touching the floor in my home is wet. And then you learn a crazy lesson about gravity. Because unless you set up your room with a lot of fucking hooks, pretty much everything you own is touching the floor in some regard and is drinking up this broken, shitty, frozen pipe water. And you go, oh, this was a thing? It's such a damn thing now. This next place I'm moving, it's like a split level, and I'm on the like third floor, or like 2.5, or 75% if you're counting the roof or something. But I'm up there. But I'm just lining my entire floor with sponges. Can we give it up to that door sound? All night. Oh no, I know you were trying. I was trying earlier too, and as you pull longer, it just goes. I know exactly where you're at, man. But the cool thing is that when your apartment floods, when your basement floods, and you live in the basement, when your home floods, you get to throw out a lot of your shit. And you never have to think, am I going to need this later? Because it's like, do I need actively in my life a really, really wet version of this? 9 times out of 10, the answer is no. I kept a lot of cups and water bottles. And I got really sick after just drinking the flood water for a while. But it did cut down on our bills the next month. I'm going to leave you guys with one last piece of advice. Never, ever, ever look your dog in the eye while it's shitting. I grew up with basset hounds. They already look sad. You give a basset hound a treat, it's like, oh, I'm just going to get a headache now. But when you put your basset hound on a little nylon cloth line. You're like, hey, I'm going to take you out in front of the neighborhood, and you're going to relieve yourself and defecate around our neighbors. It's like, Nick, do we have to... I could learn to use a litter box. I swear this is just the indignity of this thing. Now use your imaginations for a second, okay? Just imagine that this beer is going to fall as I'm moving this chair over here. Now really use your imaginations. That was more your kinetic will or energy. Presuppose that I am a dog. Basset hound if it helps you. And you take me on the walk, that convenient walk through the neighborhood. Then I find. Was there much of a difference between those things, guys?
No.
Then I find the spot that no one else has shit or pissed on recently enough. And I know that for some period of time, this could be my spot. Take those couple steps up, because dogs aren't idiots. They just don't care. Okay, that's the important part here. And you stoop over, so with the hunchback, I hope everybody's seeing. Some of you guys down in the back, yeah, you might want to adjust your view. So you stoop over, and then you just slowly start releasing it. And then boom, you're watching it, because you're like, wow, I love the curvature of that basset's back. And he seems to have such a smooth, even rhythm, and he adjusted to poop exactly on the spot that he sticked out. But then this happens. And you stand there, and he squats there. Once he's made eye contact with you, there's no escaping. You're locked in. You want to see what he does. Does he finish off with a curly cue? Does it sputter out like a little bit of like a old car? You gotta know. And then he finishes. Kick some grass over it, because he's maintained a little bit of his dignity throughout this thing. That's why you don't look, or you do look. I recommend you look at least once so you can tell people not to look. Be like, I agree with that guy. Bring it up, Richard Kennedy.